up, guys? So where we last left off, we were still working on the hair of the pixel art, so let's just jump right back into it. I know some of you guys are probably just waiting for this part, and yeah, I don't really want to record these things, but I'm gonna just get it over with. So might be taking a break from pixel arts just because it's not that fun, but if you guys enjoy it, let me know and I will continue them. So yeah, so where we last left off, we did some of the light gray over here. Let's move over to the next strand of hair, so up here now. And what I want you to do is from the top of it, so let me mark it for you so you can find it. Look at the right hand screen, I'm about to mark it. So those blocks right there is where we're going to be working with. What you can do is underneath it, you can find the 4 vertical that's attached to it, so this one right here. And actually from that 4 vertical, we're going to go to the second to last block from the bottom, so this one right here. And we're actually going to put 2 placement blocks to the right, and then a light gray wool after that. Now from that light gray wool, we can put 9 below it, and that should touch this marker right here. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And it didn't touch, so maybe we didn't do something correctly. Hold up. Yeah, so actually I think I missed one of the coals here, so we're gonna put a coal to fill in that gap, and that should be fine, but this should be 10 in length. So now starting from the top, we're gonna skip the first 3 blocks, and then the 4th block, so the one right below the first 3, is gonna get a light gray to the left, like so. And then from this newly placed single, we're gonna put 3 underneath. 1, 2, 3. We're then gonna go down and to left 3 vertical. Down to left 5 vertical. 1, 2, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to left 5 vertical. And we're getting really tight here, so make sure you guys are placing them carefully. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to left 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for these last 2 segments right here, we're gonna go down to left 2 vertical. And then 3 vertical, and that should touch at a diagonal. So let's try that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, it met this block at a diagonal. We can worry about coloring later, but I think everything to the right is going to be this gray color, and you should be fine right there. But now we need to worry about the next part of the hair to mark things. So let's go to the right a little bit where we have this thing marked. So I don't know if you guys marked this one or not yet, but there is still a piece that you guys can place. So over here where we have this dirt block, I think it's 7 in length. Let me count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's dirt here for me. I don't know if it's here for you, but it's right next to his left eyeball, so you guys can see where it is right now. Hopefully I did tell you guys to mark it, because then otherwise I'm gonna feel really stupid. But anyways, from the top of that, so you can get rid of the dirt, we're gonna be going up and to the right from it. We're going to be using blocks of coal right now, so you can go up and to the right 4 vertical 2 times in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1. And do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2. We're then going to go up and to the right 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the right 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's go back and delete all the dirt. Now at the top, we're gonna have to loop up with some gray and then come back down. So all we're going to do is we're gonna go up and to the left with our light gray 5 vertical. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is gonna get very confusing, so there's gonna be sections that I'm gonna mark with dirt or something, and we'll come back to it. But for now, all we're going to do is go up and to the right 6 vertical with our light gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up and to the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3, and now we're gonna reach a mix of shading and coal. So you might want to move them closer to each other. So I have my block of coal, grass block, and light gray wool next to each other, because some of the block of coal pieces of his hair we didn't actually do. So we're gonna have to do those to bring them back down. Sorry, got a little bit tongue tied. So at the 3 vertical light gray we have right here, we're gonna copy this 1 to the left with blocks of coal. See, just put a 3 vertical like that. And then from the 3 vertical, I'm going to bring it back down, but I want you to mark it because we can also come back to it later. So just mark it right there. So what we're going to do is go down and to the left from it, 4 vertical with our blocks of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to left 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. Down to left 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then down to left 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, skipping the 7 vertical, we're going to go to the top. I mean, not skipping. Going to the 7 vertical, we're going to go to the top block in it. So this one right here. And we're going to go up and to the left with our light gray wool, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can already see that we have multiple layers of confusion. Some of this, like the 7 vertical, we're not going to touch it anymore. It's done. But we have to work with this part, the 4 vertical we just placed. And we also have to work with going back up to what we marked up there. So let's just do this one at a time. So from the 4 vertical we just placed, we're going to go to the bottom of it and go down into left 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to switch back to our coal and go down into left 28 vertical with the coal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Perfect. So that met up with what we had before, and now you can rise all the way back up to the 4 verticals we just placed in light gray, and we're going to work our way back up the opposite direction. So we have the 4 vertical here, 4 vertical there. We're going to go up and to the right 4 vertical 2 more times from this spot, and then we will readjust. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2. So as you can see, if I zoom out, you will see we have 4 of them in a row, 4 sets of 4. And now we don't have to worry about the bottom half of it. All we have to do is worry about the top half. So the top half, we have a marker right there, and the part we just sectioned is right close to it. So all we have to do is go up and to the right 3 vertical from the part we just finished. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, we're connected now on this bottom block to what we just marked earlier. But if we're going to keep this marked because we still have some more black hole stuff to do where we're going up and to the right from there. So keep the marker there. We're going to come back to that in a bit. We're going to continue with this 5 vertical though. We're going to go up and to the right from this 5 vertical, switching over to our coal, 2 vertical. So 1, 2. We're then going to go up and across 3 verticals. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 vertical now, and we're going to do that 4 times in a row. So placement block 1, 2, just like that. Whoops, I fell. Just like that. Let me show you zoomed out. And we're going to do that 4 times. So this is 1, 1, 2, that's 2. Placement block 1, 2, that's 3. 1, 2, that's 4. And as you're going up into the right, just make sure you put your placement block to the right or top each time. It just keeps you very, very grounded. But from there, we are going to continue with our small block tirade. So we're going to go up and to the right now, 1 single, up and to the right 2 vertical, up and to the right 2 single, up and to the right 2 vertical again, and then up and to the right 10 singles now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now, before we got to that 10, we had a point that we could have easily brought it back down, but I will save that for when we jump back down to that 3 vertical and just bring it up from there. So we're not going to go down with it, we're just going to bring that up. But there is another section that we can reach from the 10 vertical by going to the final block in the 10 vertical, so this top block right here. And if we go above it with placement blocks, we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 above it. Let's try that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whoops, 8, 9. And on top of that, we'll put a coal. This is just some last minute shading. And from that coal, we'll put 3 to the right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go down to left from this first block. But we can also use the second block for something too. So from the second block first, we're going to put 1 placement block on top of it. Then a coal. And 3 to the right of that. 1, 2, 3. This is just extra detail for the hair, by the way, guys. A lot of this might not matter to some of you guys, so if you mess up here, you should be fine. But I do want you guys to have as much detail as you can see in the thumbnail, so you guys can feel like the pixel art is complete. But anyways, from this first block now, we're going to go underneath it with the placement and go down into left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. placement underneath again. Down to left 2 flat, 2 times in a row, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Down to left 1 single. Down to left 2 flat. And then down to left 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now, what we can do is go back to that vertical we marked. Remember I told you we're going to go back to that bottom part we marked with the dirt down here. Let's drop all the way back down there. Oops. And it's 3 vertical we marked with dirt, and it should be whole. So, once you find that spot, all I want you to do is switch to your dirt block, because we're going to go up and to the right from it. 2 vertical. Up and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And this is all with coal. We are not switching to the light gray yet. We will do that soon. Up and to the right now, 2 vertical 4 times in a row. So 1, 2 like this. As you can see, connected at the diagonal. That's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. 1, 2, that's 4. And once you finish that, we will be ready to switch over to our light gray wool. So I will switch back, and we will go up and to the right from the same position. 2 vertical again. 1, 2. This time with the light gray, as you can see. Up and to the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 vertical again. 1, 2. And then to finish this up, we're going to go up and to the right 3 vertical, and this should connect right there. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So let me just zoom out on my blueprint. We should be almost done with the left side of his hair completely. We have like 1 more spot to shade color in, and then we can jump all the way to the right side, which is going to be its own little doozy, because we didn't even do the right ear yet. That's fun. So let's go to the middle of his hair, actually, where we have that little thing coming down the center. And all we're going to do is go all the way to the bottom of it. Let's drop all the way down to the bottom of it. And let's actually find, this 14 vertical strip right here should be fine. Actually, no, it's not. No, it is not. Let's find this 8 vertical strip that's towards the center. So it's actually the final split right here. If you can see where we marked it. Below it on the left side, we have this 3 vertical, and on the right side, we have this 5 vertical. That's the point you want to work with. All we're going to do is from the top, count down 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then we'll put a light gray to the left there. So let me just zoom out so you can see it again. As you can see, it's leveled out with the top of that 2 vertical over there. And it's the final spot right here. So make sure you pause the game right now. Make sure you have this exact thing on your screen before continuing. This is all for shading, by the way, so if you do mess it up, you should be fine. It's still only going to be in the hair. So anyways, from that single, we're going to up and to left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Up and to left 4 vertical, 3 times in a row, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement. And then finally, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's good. So let's delete all the dirt. 1 there, there. Now, from the top set of 4 vertical we have right here, we're going to clone this over to the left. So just copy it 1 over like that. And on top of that 4, we're going to add an extra 6 going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And below that, we're going to put 10 going straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And from there, you'll have a spot to color in. So that's good. So we're done with the left part of the face. Let me just save it real quick for you guys. The right side of the face, I think we did most of the eye shading, but we have at least 4 to 5 different patches that should be colored in with the nether brick. I want to say it's nether brick, or is it brown? What color did I use in the thumbnail? Jeez, I messed up, didn't I? Give me a second. All right, so moving on to the right side of the face, we're going to be using nether brick, and you can swap that with your light gray wool because you won't be needing that. And we're going to have to finish up the right ear because we never touched that either. So keep your block of coal, grass block, and nether brick nearby. So from here, what we're going to do is on the part of the eye we finished, there should be a 6 vertical patch connected to, actually, did we even build that yet? I don't think we built it. Wow. So we're going to have to build this little patch first. So let me find the spot that we're going to build it from. It's going to be connected to the eyebrow. As you can see, the eyebrow that comes across the center of the little tender skin we created. Let me just mark it so you can see. marking a little bit extra just so you can find it. We want to stick to the left side of what I just marked. So once you find that spot, all we're going to do is, as you can see, this thing connects and it has this also vertical strip at the end that it touches. So from that vertical strip, we're going to go to the top block right here, and let me just see if you can see it. Once again, pause the screen if you need to so you can see it's connected to the right eye. We just want this top block, and from that top block we're going to put one coal to the left of it, and from that one coal you can delete all the other dirt once you get that spot set up. Whoops. From that one coal, we're going to do two things. We're going to go down and to the left from it, 4 vertical to connect it to the rest of the build. 1, 2, 3, 4. And above it, we're going to go up and to the right 6 vertical, which is what I was looking for. Actually, not up and to the right 6 vertical. We're going to add 5 to the top of it to make it equal 6 vertical, my bad. So add 5 to the top of this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry if I'm panic rushing. There's a lot of noise outside and I don't know if my mic is picking it up or not, and it's getting me really anxious. I'm so sorry. We just moved houses, as you guys know, like a month ago, and it's just very loud neighborhood. It's very obnoxious for streaming, recording, and it just really stresses me out. So I'm sorry if I'm recording a little bit too fast voiced. I will try and slow it down for you guys. From the top of that 6 vertical we just created, what we can do now is we can go up and to the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up and to the right 10 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what this does is actually set us up to do our nether brick stuff. So now from the top of that 10 vertical, we're going to loop up and then to the left and then bring it back down to the start right here. So on top of that, we're going to go 6 vertical up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is with the nether brick. We're then going to go up and to the left 7 vertical with the nether brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from that 7, we're going to imitate that over to the left, so just copy it over fully. And then once we have that, we're going to put 4 on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go down 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. So that's the first strip of this little nether brick patch. Now all we have to do is move over to the right side a little bit more, and what we will do is go over to where we have this second patch of his head being like dark, and this should be this strip right here. So let me mark it for you. Alright, so looking at the right hand camera screen, once you have this shape marked out and you're ready to work, we're going to be working with the vertical piece we have right here. So all I want you to do is add 19 nether brick to the top. And I'm sorry for all the jump cuts. We had a couple of disturbances outside my house. It was very hard to continue recording after that, so I had to stop. Anyways, so we're going to go 19 up. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And once you have the 19, we're going to skip the top block and the 3 underneath it, however. So we skip the top block. The 3 underneath it are going to get 1 nether brick to the right of them. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to bring that back down by going down into the right 1 single. Down into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down into the right 2 vertical. Down into 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. Down to 2 vertical. Down to 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 6 vertical, and this should meet up with something we already had going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Now you can get rid of the dirt spots as long as it touched, and if it didn't touch, you might want to relook at what you did. But it should just have this basic shape going on. Like, once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just need like this little triangle shape. Everything inside here is going to be the dark nether brick color, and that's about that. But let's do our final little patch of nether brick, and then we'll move on to the ear that we also missed. So if you see where we have this strip right here, where we have the nether brick connecting to the coal, we're actually going to follow this all the way down to the top of the eyeball. So right here. Sorry. So you can see the flats from the eyeball. So you follow where the blue part of the eye is. We went up, up, and you see where the flat meets the vertical wall. That's where that's where I'm marking. What we're gonna do is go down and to the right from that, one nether brick. So let me show you how it looks like that. See, we have it connecting to the vertical, and all we did was go down one before placing the nether brick. Anyways, from there, we're gonna go up and to the right, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, and it's very important that you get this spot correct. So make sure you guys pause it if you need to, and make sure yours looks like this. But anyways, from there, we're gonna up and to the right, 3 vertical again. So placing block to the right or top side, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Up and to the right, 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. And from that 4 vertical, what we're gonna do is we're gonna ignore the top block, but the other 3 are gonna get 1 to the right of each of them. And then we're gonna put an extra 2 going straight down. Now once you have that, we're gonna go down and to the right, 2 vertical, down and to the right, 1 single, up and to the right, 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 6 vertical now. So put your placement block to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, we're just doing a bunch of zigzags. There is actually a piece of his hair that is connected to his ear that's missing from right here. So we're gonna fill in those coals in a second, and that should make a little bit more sense to why the shape is doing this, because as you can see, it's kind of mirroring the coal outline, but there's nothing to mirror right here where I'm swinging. There's just an empty gap. So anyways, from that 6 vertical, we're gonna go up and to the right, 9 vertical next. So placement block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're then gonna go up and to the right, 10 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jeez, my voice is messed up today. We're then gonna go up and to the left, 7 vertical. Up and to the left, 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up and to the left, 6 vertical now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now for the highest point in this part, before we bring it back down, we're gonna go up and to the left, 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Placement block again. 1, 2, 3. And once you have that, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go to the bottom block of that last 3 and put 1 to the right. We're then gonna go down to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the right, 2 vertical. Down to the right, 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you have that, you can see it's bridging off a little bit from what we have up here. Like up here it's really tight, but then right here it's gonna start flanking out. So from here we're gonna go down to right, 1 single, down to right, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, down to right, 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all you have to do is make sure the placement block is underneath for this part, and you should be fine. It's just very repetitive. Down to 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. Down to 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, 4. And now here's where we're going to start mixing in some coals. We're first going to go down into 2 singles. 1, 2. Then we're going to swap over to our coal, and to the second single we're going to put 1 coal to the right of it, and from that coal we're going to put 2 on top, sorry, and 4 below. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to work with that coal in a second to finish up everything. From this little strip of coal we're going to finish up the ear and the missing segments of hair, but I want to finish up the last of the nether brick real quick. All we're going to do is from the top of this 7 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right, 10 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And from the bottom of that 10 vertical, what we're going to actually do is we're going to extend it down 5 lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. And then we're gonna down to right one single, and we're done. Now we would be completely done with the build if I didn't actually leave out the ear last time, so we're gonna switch over to our coal right now and work with this 7 vertical, and then we'll be done right after that. It's a short section, but it's very, very fine, so it's easy to mess up. So on the 7 vertical, we're gonna go to the bottom block, and underneath it, we're gonna put a placement block so we can go down into the left 5 vertical. 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then gonna go down into the left 14 vertical, but we already have some of that ready there, stationed there. So all I want you to do is just, if it's not connected already, just connect it at the diagonal, and you should be fine. And let me actually see how long this is, because I think I didn't count it out correctly the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That seems a little bit off, but you know what? I don't care. We just need it to connect. So if it didn't connect, just connect it right there. I'm pretty sure there might be 1 block off or something, and because it's 1 block off there, I think I'm not gonna use that as my point to continue from. I might have messed up somewhere, but it looks correct. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna jump in from the lower part of where his ear was supposed to be, and we'll just use that for the build. So what we're gonna do is back out a little bit, and you can see right here where I'm swinging, where it's a doubled up piece with the 2 vertical connected to that long strip. That's where I want you to find, and that's where we're gonna work for the ear. So let me mark it for you real quick. So that's the spot we want to work with. We're going to be working from 2 spots actually. One for the piece of the hair and another for the ear. So once you have this spot marked, what I want you to do is on the top block from it, we're going to mark that one. So this top block right here. And also we're going to mark the 3rd block from the top. So this one right here. Now we'll work with the top block first by going up and to the right, 7 vertical. And this is in coal, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up and to the right, 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then finally up and to the right, 16 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that's it for that top section. We can now go to that one we marked, that's 3 from the top, so this part right here, and this is where the ear will finish up. So from that section, we're going to put 1 to the right in blocks of coal, like so. We're then going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row, so put your placement block on the right or top. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 1 single. And from that single now, we can arch it back down. So we're gonna go down into the right, 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. Let me recount it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from that 7 vertical, we're gonna do 2 things. First, from the top 3 blocks, we're gonna put 1 to the right. So 1, 1, 1. And then we're gonna go up and to the right from this corner block. 2 vertical, like so. And that should connect to the wall we already had. And that's the first thing we're going to do with the 7 vertical. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the bottom 3 blocks in it. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put 1 to the left of each of those. So we did right at the top. We're going to go to the left on the bottom. Now from those 3 we put on the left, we're going to put an extra 1, 2, 3 going down, I guess. That should be fine. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to go down into left 1 single. Down into left 2 vertical. Down into left 4 singles now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should touch the walls. And if you did do that, you're actually done now. That's the ear. Now it is meshed in a little bit with the, as you can see, the hair. So I'm going to show you where the planks go for the ear. to darken it. So this little spot where we had the 4 singles, above it is where we're going to be doing the darker part of the inner part of the ear. So I'll color it in for you guys to see right now, and it should help you separate from the rest of it. So once you finish coloring in that ear part right there, you're actually good to go. Now the bottom part of it is still going to be a normal skin color for his ear, but I just want to separate the ear from the hair. Everything above that is going to be hair colored. So we're going to jump into the finished build right there, where I'll discuss colors with you guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more pixel art content. It's been a while, and I'm going to be faster with them in the future if I do continue doing pixel arts. Sorry for the delays, guys. Alright, welcome back, guys. So with front of me I have the finished build, and we have a full color palette tray to go through. So we actually are going to need white concrete, light gray concrete, and you can easily use the wool version of these colors. You don't need to use concrete. So white wool would work, light gray wool would work. I'm just using concrete because they're newer. Red concrete, nether brick, sand, pink terracotta, blue concrete, oak planks, and a block of coal, black wool, black concrete, anything will do. So starting from the bottom, now we're here. The bottom left, we're going to have blue concrete for the shoulder piece, and then each strap on both sides are going to be using white concrete, as you can see. It's very symmetrical, and then the rest of it's going to be blue, but be careful for when you hit the skin and the neck. As you can see, this little shading part on the left side and the right side of the neck is going to be in black coal, or you can use black wool here. I ended up using black concrete for my frame, so I also used black coal for the coloring, but I think we used coal for the frame, so you can use black concrete for the coloring. It's interchangeable. I don't really see a difference, and actually I think the concrete would be a lot better. But anyways, we're gonna use the black coal right here on the left side, and then also on the right side, and also in this inner part of the neck we have black, so that's important to have those there. But then also we're going to change over to our oak planks and our normal sand, or whatever color you want to use for his skin tone. The oak planks are going to be the lower part of the shading of the neck, as you can see here, and then everything else will be sand colored or sandstone, whatever color you want to use for the skin. And then that goes also into the face. Now once you're in the face, there's a lot of layers of just normal sand, and as you can see when you hit the ears, make sure you pause it right here if you need to for the left ear. We have it going up into the face. It stops around here at this 3 vertical spot for the sandstone, and that's where the hair starts. We already colored in the inner part of the ear, so everything below it on the outside is going to be sand, and that's it for the left ear. Now let's move over to the right ear. It's the same structure, kind of. Everything below the darker color is going to be sand, and then we also have this part from the face coming up and stopping just before the hair. Now the left eye is actually a lot easier than the right side, because the right side has the pink terracotta that you need, but we ended up putting the dark gray wool here for the left eyeball, and then everything else is white concrete. And I think I colored that with you. I don't remember, but if I didn't color it with you, here's the color. It's dark gray wool and then white concrete, and then everything outside of it is sand. As you can see, above here sand, below here sand. Hopefully you're using the right hand camera screen as your judgment for what you're coloring. We also have this little 3 vertical patch of sand right here. There's just little nooks and crannies that you have to make sure you hit. Now, going on to the right side of the face, we already outlined all the pink terracotta stuff, so it should be very easy for you to follow along. We have this little patch right here, then we have that triangle shape above the eyebrow, and then below the eye, we have this entire little U shape, which I've already outlined for you. Then inside the eye, we have cyan for the right eye, and white concrete for the pupil. I mean, not the pupil, for everything else in the eye. I think the pupil is the cyan. Now, the hair is split into 2 sections. We have white and light gray wool on the left, and red and nether brick on the right. So on the left part, we already outlined all 4 sections actually of the light gray wool. So I would color those in first. So we have that 1 right here, 2 right there, 3 right here, and 4 over there. Actually, there's 5. With this 5th one towards the center. And like I told you earlier, use the left-hand camera screen right here just to make sure you have it on the right sections. We already outlined everything. Just make sure you're putting the colors on the right side. And once you're done with the light gray wool, you can just easily color everything else in with the white concrete, because there's nothing else to color it. And that's it for the left side. Right side is the same animal. We have the nether brick outlined, where I want you to fill the nether brick in first. We have about 5 different sections for it. And then everything above it is going to be red concrete. And once you have that, you will be done with your Todoroki Shoto pixel art from My Hero Academia. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy this pixel art. If you did, be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and more. And let me know what you guys want to see next. Follow me on Twitter at PhoenixDeath1. I spelled Phoenix incorrectly, so I think it's P-H-E-O, not P-H-O-E on Twitter. And let me know if you guys finished the build, what you guys want to see next, and other stuff on the channel. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. This is Phoenix, and as always, I will see you guys later. Bye!